There is a Hebrew word that is often translated as faith, but its meaning reaches further than belief alone. The word is Emunah. It does not describe a sudden feeling. It is not a burst of confidence. Emunah means steadiness, firmness, faithfulness that remains over time. It is not just what you believe. It is how you keep standing. In Scripture, this word is even used to describe God's own character. In the book of Lamentations we read, "Great is your faithfulness." The word behind that faithfulness carries the sense of Emunah. God's commitment does not rise and fall with circumstances. It does not weaken when seasons change. That is Emunah, and this changes how we understand faith. Many people think faith means never doubting, never feeling weak, never struggling. But Emunah paints a very different picture. It is not emotional certainty. It is steady trust even when feelings move. In Exodus chapter 17, during a battle, Moses held up his hands. The text says his hands remained steady. That steadiness reflects the idea of Emunah, not dramatic strength, quiet endurance. Habakkuk chapter 2 says, "The righteous shall live by his faith." This is not about a single moment of belief. It is about a life anchored in ongoing trust. And here is something eye-opening. Faith in Scripture is less about intensity and more about constancy. You may not feel strong today. Your prayers may feel small. Your heart may feel tired. But Emunah is not measured by how loud your faith sounds. It is seen in staying connected to God through changing seasons. Emunah also shows us something about God's heart. Deuteronomy chapter 7 describes him as the faithful God. His Emunah holds us when ours feels thin. Our trust grows because his faithfulness never wavers, and that is deeply encouraging. You do not have to be perfect in faith. You only need to keep turning toward him. Even weak faith, when it remains, is real faith. The God who calls you is steady. His promises do not shift. His care does not fade. So when your emotions rise and fall, remember this word, Emunah. Faith that holds, faith that remains, faith that stays connected to a faithful God. And sometimes, the greatest expression of faith is simply this: you are still here, still trusting, still turning toward him. That is Emunah. If this helped you see Jesus more clearly, subscribe for more scripture that points to Christ. And remember, this is the Bible,